But yeah, hey guys, I think you can hear me. Hey guys, this is FP Tips and welcome back to another deadline stream. And this is going to be one of the craziest deadline stream in a long while for sure. Because there's a chance that I will wildcard on the stream, and there's a chance that we will get early team news. We just have news that Saint Maximin is out for a couple of weeks. There's rumors of Trent benching, Mane benching, Robertson benching. Ulis and Edward are officially league lineups and they are benched, so that's something you can take care of as well. But yeah, definitely lots to discuss, lots of chats, and I will be making my wildcard on the team on the live. So we have one wildcard Ashish on the stream. Van Dijk, Trent, Ramsdale, Cody, White, Saka, Son, Salah, Coutinho, Broha, Jimenez, bench, Ramsey, Digne, Saint Maximin. Perfectly fine for bench boost 28 as well. I think only the problem is Saint Maximin now, but apart from that, it's great. Wildcard comes from having only 5 double game week players. If you're having wildcard, I think you need to have at least 6-7. I think that's a minimum this week as well. Bench Foden, Edward, Dennis, Laporte, Broha. I think bench Edward, that's for sure. I would not bench Dennis and Broha. So I think Laporte and Edward are the two I would bench. Is minus 12 okay? Set me up for the next 5 weeks. It's fine if you're playing a chip. Please tell Firmino will start. Firmino is expected to start. I wouldn't be surprised if Firmino doesn't start the next one. Saint Maximin replacements, guys, to be honest, even I don't know. I just read it and I will have to figure that out as well. The only thing I can do is Van Dijk to Matip to get Jimenez. Van Dijk to Matip is slightly off. Don't know if Matip starts both the games and everything. Managers with West Ham defenders such as Dawson, Kufal can really help. I think West Ham can do a clean sheet sort of a situation this week. Wait, is there any news? I am constantly going to check news and I will try to change team as well. Chip strategy, we've already discussed various chip strategies. I think we've already put down every chip strategy possible, so you have to decide. Suja Sayed has said triple captain 26, wildcard 28, free hit 30, bench boost 36. And my minus 12 to bring in Trent, I don't think it's worth it unless you're captaining him. Bruno Foden, Jota, Saka, Son, Salah out for, because it's a lot of players out for, or Foden, Jota, and Backman to Salah, Saka, and Ramsdale. I think Ramsdale, Saka, and Salah are the better options. Mane or Son. Mane is rumored to get benched this week, so yeah. I think he will get rotated with Diaz there, and Diaz is an out and out left winger, so I think there will be rotation. Bench Broja or King. I think I would bench Broja. I wouldn't play. I wouldn't take chance on benching King as a double game week. This is your triple captain wildcard. This is none of things. Okay, we'll just first sort this out for everyone. What my wildcard draft will look like. Don't have to then keep on doing and answering that question. So first things first. I will have Foden. Will not have Saka. No place for Watkins, Antonio, or King as of now. Might just have to keep King, unfortunately, because he doesn't have a double. But as of now, Van Dijk is in. Let's see, where is Ramsdale? Ramsdale is in. So we will get the Southampton players that I want, which is where is Broha? I need to set this up first and then we can go ahead with everything else. Broha, and I had Lacazette from Arsenal. Yep, Lacazette. As I said, for midfielders we have Coutinho and Ramsey, I think. Both from Villa. Bear with me slightly. I think Ramsey comes in, bench fodder perfectly. And I'm going with Coutinho plus Ramsey because I don't really see Rafinha upside. I have not seen Rafinha really perform out and out exceptionally great or anything like that. I think it's slightly, he's slightly on the decline. He could do well on his day, but I am not very confident. And I'm going Cody because I've read that Bolly is back, so Kilman could be a doubt. I don't want to take the risk. I think Kilman still starts, but I am personally not interested in taking the risk of him not playing. I don't think I want that. And Digne again becomes my third Aston Villa player. I have 7.3 in the bank for an out and in striker, and which is exactly the money I require for Jimenez. I require 7.4. That's interesting. We'll have to figure this out. Okay, so we have a couple of super chats that we'll answer and then we'll take up the chat questions. Utkarsh Gupta, play Cancelo, WordPress or Dallo? I would play Cancelo. I would take a chance on Cancelo. Kaushik has said only 2 double game week players. Should I take a -4 or free hit? One free hit left. I think you can take a -4, and if not, consider a wildcard. I think it's a great strategy. Is Raki on 100% out? He was not pitched in training. I think it's very safe to say that he's 100% out. Play Dallo or Ramsey for Edward. I think Ramsey. I think Kilman starts. He's playing 19 every game this season. He could, but that's the thing. He was starting in place of Bolly. Now that Bolly is back, I don't know. I can't be sure. That's the only problem I have with him. If I activate free hit or wildcard, can I activate triple captain at the same time? No, you can't. How should we plan our transfers this week? Taking few game weeks into consideration. You have to. I mean, this team is completely set up for 27, 28, 29 and 30. You need to sit down with the ticker. We've posted a couple of things. You need to make a team and see how many players do you have. And if you see on my screen, you can see that each team, how many, like, whatever teams have which fixtures for the next 5 game weeks, and you need to do that thing on your own. Can't really. There's nothing that can help you there. I have 1 free transfer, 1 wildcard, 1 free hit and 1 wildcard. Should I follow your strategy? Play these chips now. If you don't have bench boost, I don't think you should wildcard now. You should wildcard in 28. If you don't plan to bench boost in 28, I think wildcarding in 28 will be slightly better. It gives you enough information. This is a punt on the fact that I'm also banking that Arsenal and Chelsea might get a double in 28. If that doesn't happen, I'm not going to bench boost. And this wildcard is slightly a drawback then. But if you're not planning at all to bench boost in 28, I don't think you should wildcard now. You should wildcard in 28. Same maximum replacements. Again, I don't know. I think it's only this guy, Jimenez, but I don't know for sure. Let's see. I'll have to figure it out. I am also doing that by the side. Robbo Firmino. I think Robertson. I think he does get bench one. Firmino, there's no basis of buying Firmino. Okay. Is there any? We can get Weghorst, but that's again, he plays Brighton and Tottenham. Who does he play in 28 is the question. Expected Liverpool lineup versus Norwich is Alisson, Milner. Okay, there is no Trent. Alisson, Milner, Konate, Gomez, Tsimikas. Okay, this is an absolute. No, I think this is just a predictor lineup. I don't think this is the heavy rotation. And the reason I think Liverpool can't heavily rotate is the fact that they are still in contention for the title, and I don't think they can go out and out just bench players. I don't think that happens. Although yes, need to figure out. Jimenez is 0.1. I'm 0.1 short of Jimenez. That's something I need. Are you going to wildcard? Yes, I will definitely be wildcarding. Robo or Tierney? I think Robertson. Kaushik sent in a super chat again. So wildcard and bench boost this week. Wildcard this week, bench boost in 28. I think I'm banking on that. I'm taking a punt on Chelsea and Arsenal to be positioned in 28. Kieran Trippier is out for the season, apparently. Is Jimenez even worth the money, or just get cheap striker and use money elsewhere? I think he's not worth the money. Wolves have no attacking threat. He could do something against Leicester, just out of the fact that he has a game there, but I don't think he's an out and out buy. Let's say even if I buy somehow make shift and make way for Jimenez, do I play him? I play Ramsdale, White, Trent, Van Dijk, Cody. I play a midfield 4 and I play Lacazette, and then I have to either bench Broha and play Jimenez, and I'm not very keen on doing that. I think Broha outscores Jimenez maybe. I don't have the funds for Lacazette. Who should I go for? I have Broha and Jimenez. You need to get in cheaper punt. You need to get the Watford guys, unfortunately. Then Edward is also not a punt left. Mope and anyone else is not really worth it. Cancelo, Trent, 8, Nuri, or free hit. I think it's a decent team. You will have to take a call. You have enough double game week players. I think you have 6 double game week players, 5 or 6, and that's fine. Spurs defenders to go for. If Dyer is fit, I think Dyer and Romero, those are the only two. So who to get as third striker in place of Jimenez? In place of Jimenez, there's not really an option. You can go somewhere like a Watkins if you want. Richarlison again would not guaranteed. Is not the best one as well. and I don't really see an upside of any player this week. Let's say even in 28, I don't see maybe a Rodrigo. You can take a punt on Rodrigo. I think Rodrigo is a fine punt, but do you want to go there? That's a question you need to ask yourself. That's the only punt I can think of, Rodrigo, and nobody else. I think Watford play very tough opposition defensively. Arsenal and Wolves, I don't think they score there. Broha, you already have Che. You can double up on Southampton. So Che Adams is something also you can do instead of, if you don't have funds for Jimenez and if you don't want to get Rodrigo. I think Che Adams and Broha are a good double up instead of James Ward-Prowse and a Broha, which could be viable as well. So it's something you can look into. Janish, point three in the bank, Robertson, Davide, Diaz, Cancelo, Foden, Bruno, Bowen, Jota, Watkins, Antonio, King. Two free transfers, all chips. I think you can either use two chips, two free transfers and I think of two free hits and wildcard as well. This could be a good game week to wildcard. You can set up your team in a very different way, and then you can free hit in 27, dependingly bench boost in 28 if you want or not, and go ahead. I think you have a good chance to buy card this week. The other option is obvious. You can remove Bruno to a Salah and then go ahead. Jota to someone, downgrade to a Saka. That's the other alternative. Genuinely consider wildcarding. Che Adams, yeah, Che Adams looks like an option. Jimenez or Weghorst. That's a tough one. I think Weghorst maybe if he's on pens. We don't know if he's on if he's on pens or not. I think he could be on pens and that could slightly just way more. I think Weghorst could be a better attacking asset. Double Arsenal defense or attack on wildcard. I think defense. Kane or Laka in free hit. Kane has to be Kane. I think Kane is much better. Should I buy Kane? I have free hit. Yes, you should. Trent Ruben to be benched, Trent or Robertson then. Can't really, because I know that Robertson could be benched as well. The same Trent Ruben lineup has Robertson benched. So I wouldn't take a chance. I would stick to Trent. Although yes, Robertson has slight better form, but again it's up to you. That's the question you need to ask yourself. Is Che Adams better than Jimenez? Jimenez has Watford and Crystal away. I think both, he can do damage in both in this week, but where do I play him this week? I mean, maybe in place of Broa. Could be something, but that's also sticking up a lot of funds in Jimenez. Salah or Trent for the triple captain. Might currently want to do it better. I think if you want to chase rank, Trent. If you want to stay hold and just stay in the top 190k, don't overthink, go and captain Salah. Zaha or Olis. Olis is getting benched, so Zaha. Ideal long-term Edward replacement except Broha. Che Adams is one, and if you don't want to go Che Adams, I think long-term, Richarlison is a good long-term option. He doesn't have a double, unfortunately. He's a good long-term option. But apart from that, there are not really long-term options there. There are no forwards performing, unfortunately, so you can't really bank on them. Start Coutinho, Broha. I think start Coutinho. Is Regan playing? No, apparently. With one wildcard with one free hit left, it would say 4 or 5 hits in the future game weeks. That's exactly why I'm wildcarding, and that is a good strategy. Che/Weghorst only for bench boost in 36. Tough call. I would take Che Adams, I think. Maybe. I think I would take Che Adams. Harshit said in a super chat, Fabinho thoughts. He's in form and cheap as well. I wouldn't go there. He's a DM after all. I wouldn't take it. Chaitanya, thank you for the super chat. Which team is better for attacking and defending for this week? Wolves and Arsenal. I think Wolves have a better defending game, to be honest, and Arsenal as well as defense. I think both are low-scoring games. It would be really unfortunate if both the games, this Wolves and Arsenal end up 1-1. Jota Diaz is a considerable punt. I think it's a considerable punt. Watkins to Jimenez for a -1 is a decent move. Ramsey or Weghorst? I would go Ramsey. Even with a single game. Would or Weghorst. Salah triple captain or no? If you're triple captaining someone, it has to be Salah. There is no alternative. Saka or Neves? I think Saka. Play 3 out of 4. Digne, Edward is benched, so I think that's your answer. Chaitanya sent in a super chat. Play Foden or Ramsey and Reguilon or Laporte. Reguilon is a miss, so Laporte comes in there. Foden Ramsey is slightly tricky. I think Ramsey could prove better, but it's up to you. If you're playing Coutinho, then don't double up. If you're not, I think Ramsey. Will Maddison play this week? Very likely he plays this week. So we have big man's team, and it's almost same. So he has Tierney instead of White, Samedo, in there as well. Is Dubravka instead of Foster, which is good. Lacazette, Bruja, Ramsey, Kilman is the same thing. I think he has slightly more funds than I have. Playford and Ramsey again answered that. Oli is benched too. Yes, he's benched. Start Foster or David again. Foster, he has double. Is DCL a hold for 29? From now till 29, I think it's too much of a hold. You can get better options, especially if you're on wildcard. Definitely not hold. Watkins or Bruja. Bruja, what is the best free? What is about free hit next week and then wildcard? That's a viable strategy. And we discussed this yesterday as well. That's a completely viable strategy. So there are two meta strategies for wildcard. Either you wildcard this week if you don't have enough players and you plan to bench boost in 28, or you wildcard in 28 and then see how it develops. I don't think you should wildcard in any of the other game weeks. I think these are the two top game weeks to wildcard. The other option is 31, but it depends entirely on your team and how it's set up. Would you start Ramsdale or Foster? Ramsdale. Tierney or White? Tierney. Can Robertson be benched? Yes, he can. Che Adams or Broja? Madison to Coutinho for -4. I have Ramsey. I think it's a slightly extra move this week. It's not necessary. Sterling to Son, good move. Yes, it is. Hold Jota if you can. No, absolutely not. I don't see him starting the next one against Leeds as well. Vorgast or Cornet on free hit. I still would go Vorgast. Buy Rafinha now for Foden or wait till 20. Now the problem, I can buy Rafinha, but he has absolutely no form, which is a problem to me. That's a problem to me, and I don't want to face that. I can improve this card. I think Newcastle versus Bowen. I think Bowen does good. Rafinha, I know he has a double, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Salah to start both games. He should. Ideally, he should get 100 minutes. But I'm checking more news if there's any. Jota, Foden, Edward, and Backman out for Salah, Saka, Burgos, and Ramsdale for -8. That's a very tough -8, to be honest. I would still do it. Foden is a tough one to sell, but the rest are easier. Jota and Martinelli replacements. Made a post of every replacement. You check them on Instagram. Who's the third striker, Burgos or Che? I'm trying to find. I might just fund Jimenez. If not, I will go with Che Adams. I think I want him for the double. I think his double and the fixtures ahead are easier. So I'll keep it. Can Bruno outscore Son? I think he can definitely. Please answer. Play 3, Foden, Cancelo, King, Antonio, Kufal, Digne. If I had to play 3, I would play King. I would play Digne. I would play Cancelo. Or maybe King, Cancelo, and Antonio. I would bench Kufal, Digne, and Foden. Watkins benching news. There's no news, but there are various rumors of him getting benched. Start Madison or Edward? Madison. Best chip strategy if you got all chips left and 6 double game week for this. I think you can just hold on to free hit in 27, wildcard in 28, and then take it on. I have used free hit. Should I play Coutinho? Should I play Coutinho or take a City player instead? If you have free hit, I don't think you should go to City players. Use your free hit. Let me check. West Ham. I need to check West Ham's attacking numbers. Against Leicester, they were fine, but they had no stats at all. So they have minimal shots. Even against Watford, they've barely any shots. So if Newcastle start defending deep, it's going to be a problem. Typically at Salah or Trent, if you want to chase rank Trent, otherwise Salah. Best goalkeeper pairing, I'm thinking Ramsdale and Sa and Dubravka. I think Sa and Dubravka are better, slightly better. Who would you rather on the final strike, Bruno or Ronaldo? Bruno. I have 4 players with double game week. I'm getting Salah and Burgos in for -4. Is that a good decision? Yes, it's a completely good decision. Cancelo for Digne, who to start? Cancelo or Digne? Cancelo, without a doubt. I have all the chips and I've answered all of that already. Should I wildcard today? Yes, you can wildcard today. Broja or Burgos? I still think Broja or Broja outscores Burgos. Please answer. Already have Zaha, Saka, Salah, Bowen, Jota replacement playing free hit this week. Jota replacement. Coutinho. Go Coutinho. Take a punt on him. Best Wolves defender. I think Semedo or Size. I'm getting a lot of spam news. and then that is why I'm checking. Wait, a lot of people. Jimenez. I don't think anyone out. Jimenez is not a good one, but let's see. Jimenez does have a good fixture in 28, which is does only start either of the two. He could start the second one, and he'll come off the bench for sure. My 6.7 midfielder on wildcard, I have Rafinha, Coutinho, and 3 Arsenals. You don't really have other options in Ramsey. Maybe you can go someone like a Zaha, but not a lot of options. Will Vogas play both games? Yes, unless injured, obviously yes. Broha or cancel? I think I would go Broha. Who are you going to take place at the empty spot? What is your budget at the moment? My budget is 7.3, which is exactly zero point 0.1 short of Jimenez. So let's see. Will Vogas play? I've answered it. Come on, guys. Will Vogas play both games? Yes, he will if he's not injured. Double up on Saka and Laka, you can. I don't think it's a bad option. Thanks, Kushagra. When do you use triple captain? This week or whenever later on you find a game week. If I do Jota to Diaz, whom do I bench? Romero, Dennis, Cancelo, Broja. I would bench Cancelo. I would play the double game week, guys. Cancelo, for me, it's Broja or Cancelo. I think there's a chance. You can go Cancelo or Broja as well, but I think Broja has a genuine chance. Che Adams plus Coutinho plus Virgil van Dijk, or Jimenez plus James Ward-Prowse plus Robertson. I think Coutinho, Virgil van Dijk, and Che Adams has more to offer for the coming game weeks as well. Triple captain now, 28 now. I don't think 28 is a good triple captaincy question. Will Watkins play? Doubtful. So let's see. This is how it looks like. Southampton will be attacking. Let's just check Southampton's away attacking stats in the last few games. Or home attacking stats, is it? Home attacking stats versus Wolves. They're playing home and away both. Leicester have conceded a lot of chances, but I don't know for sure. Can you use bench boost and triple captainship? No, you can't. 5 midfielders for free hit. Posted free hit draft. There aren't really great midfielders. You'll have to pick one of them only. Leicester conceded decent chance down their left flank. They conceded only few chances although. I have to take a call on Bowen. Do I need Bowen? And if I don't need Bowen, can I bench him? If 36 Southampton have double, then bench boost, you can keep both Che and Broja. I don't think I'm going to play. If I'm wildcarding now, I'm very set on bench boosting in 28. I'm playing it for that. I am taking a punt on a wildcard in 28. Still looking for more news. Also, the Watford players, we don't know who's out, so I don't want to punt on them as well. No news. Absolutely no news. Sell Antonio / Dennis / Watkins for -4. Yes, definitely for Broha or anyone at this stage, especially Watkins or Antonio, either of them. I don't think they're worth it. The other thing I could do is I could downgrade a Bowen actually to a Antonio. Doesn't make sense. That's why I'm wildcarding. No. Ramsey or take extra -4 for Antonio to, or take an extra -4 to Edward to Burgast. Play Ramsey. When do you use triple captain if not this week? We will figure it out next week. Next game week or beyond. 29 could be a game week where you can triple captain Salah, and depends. You will figure it out later on. Prajwal Sahu sent a super chat. Play Kufal or Diaz. Also Region out for both. Yeah, if he's out for COVID, I think he'll be out for both. Play Kufal or Diaz. I think play Diaz because I don't know if Kufal starts the game. That's a problem. He could come on for some minutes. He could get subbed off. He had a very horrible game. So if Kufal was sure to start, then I would have recommended Kufal, but I don't know if he started. I mean, there is slight doubt. Bench boost this week is smart with 13 double game players. Yes, he is. It is it. Definitely it is. Have you wildcarded? I still have to press the button. I have to still make a move. 15 minutes to go. 28 Southampton double game week, chain Broja, and then bench boost for you. Yeah, I can do that. So let's say if I do Che, but then who do Southampton play in 29? What do Southampton play? So if I have 29, they play 29, they play Watford, 30 they play Burnley. It's not a bad option to be having, to be honest. Does Che Adams have any stats? Is my question. Does Che Adam have any stats at all? Is my question. And does Southampton have good home form? That's also something I want to ask. West Ham's home game forms and let's say Che Adams' home game form. So team attack last 4 home game weeks. ASM out for 2-3 weeks. Coutinho or Son on a free hit. Son. Foster or Fabianski, do we expect Newcastle to score? I don't expect Newcastle to score, but I still start Foster for the double game week. So at home, West Ham have the second highest big chances. Southampton has just 7, so that's something really poor from him. Wolves have just 5, which is also very bad, to be honest. I don't think Jimenez just suddenly out of the blue getting a lot of points. Yesterday you said don't minus it from Jota to Saka, but now with ASM injured, I only have Rafinha and Dalot on my bench. Make a transfer or not? I think Rafinha and Dalot is more than enough. If you're bench boosting, then you need to make a move. Otherwise, you don't. Shift strategy for free hit and bench boost for the coming weeks. We've discussed it extensively right now. I think it's either wildcard now and then bench boost in 28, or then wildcard in 28 and then bench boost in 36. Already took a -8 for this one's for answer. We're doing Jota Diaz. For a 12? No, I wouldn't. I would have done the Jota to someone move before the Ramsdale move, and that is what I would have done. I would bench Jota if you can. I would take a -12. Free hit best 5 midfielders, please tell. I think Salah, Son, Bowen, Stick, Saka, and maybe Coutinho. That would be enough, right? 8 Nurian 3. He doesn't. I don't know if he starts all games. That's a problem with him. So I don't want him to start one game and not start the other one. That will become a problem, especially if you're on 30. If Marcel starts playing well, then I don't know. James or Rafinha? Rafinha. I think Rafinha. Does Che Adams have any stats in comparison to any other player? Adams is there. So he has 2 big chance involvements. He has 7 shots, 5 shots inside the box. Decent low XGI. And Jimenez, let's compare to Jimenez. Jimenez does have a better XGI. He still has 2 big chances, more shots, and a very high XGI to come. So, yeah, Jimenez slightly better than Che Adams. Ispit sent in a super chat. Whom to get 2 free transfers? Starting lineup and captain picks. Captain is very obvious. Bruno out. That's one. Jota out. Salah and Saka in. That's the 2 transfers. Oli's bench. Your starting line has to be Foster, Trent, Cancelo, Davies. That's 3. Dini if you want it to be 4. Foden, Salah, Saka, Bowen. That's a midfield 4. And Antonio Watkins team up top. Will Saka start both? Yes, he will. I have no doubt about that. Who is a long-term pick between Ramsey and Coutinho? Coutinho, he's the better one. Play 2 or 3 out of Coutinho, Bowen, Kilman. Bench, that's a tough one. I would take a chance on Coutinho and Kilman over Bowen. I think West Ham's numbers have dropped, which is the problem. Best 5 midfielders I've already told, mate. I've already mentioned it. Just rewind the stream 1 or 2 minutes behind. Bruno San for -5. Do it. Coutinho or Zaha? Coutinho. Podence is an option, but it's a very blind punt, to be honest. Does triple captain apply in cups? Yes, it does. Start Foster and now there. Foster. Foden or Laporte? I would play Laporte. Go for the clean sheet. Still don't have clarity over Salah triple captain. I am also not sure. Let's first make the transfers and play wildcard. Okay, so we are confirming wildcard. Confirm and play wildcard. Have a mixed feeling about this, but let's do it. So we have played wildcard for sure, and captain is on Salah, vice captain Son. That's not changing. I'll just set my lineup as well. Broha in for Adams, Dine, Cody in for Ramsey. So that is there at least. and Ramsdale in for Foster. Safety. So this is there. Now we'll have to figure out what to do with this guy, Che Adams. Do we want him or do we need a better player? And can we somehow get Jimenez? Anyways, let's go. Wildcard is played for sure now. Think Cody to Nuri to Che to Adams. I think if you're in that position to get him, Che to Adams, I think Cody to Nuri makes sense. Any other news? Important at the moment. Every inch of news is important. Start Foden or Edward. I think I will start Foden. Rafinha, Saka or Saka long term. Saka. Who to start? Dennis or Cancelo? I think Dennis. Cody or Digne for the game 26 and 28. Cody. I think Cody is the better one. Both has more double game weeks, so that's obvious. Bench Watkins or Shaw? Bench Watkins. Foden or James Ward-Prowse? James Ward-Prowse. Vergas injury update, will Reguilon start? Vergas is fine and Reguilon won't start. Bowen as a captain for a non-double game week? No, I don't think so. You should go for a non-double game week. 9 to 10 million range midfielder have the same mid but suggest alternative to Son. I think Noura, but I don't think you should go there. I think you should stick to Son. If not, you can punt on Luis Diaz. Jimenez or Lacazette. Please answer, do I hold Diaz or sell Diaz and bring in Robertson for a -12? I think hold. I don't think Robertson will just... If it's your call, but -12 for a player is huge. Especially if you're wildcarding soon, I don't think it's worth it. Would you bring in Saka for Bowen, Rafinha for -8? For Bowen, maybe, but up to you. I wouldn't. I personally wouldn't do it. Kilman to Jimenez, doing Kilman and Jimenez. Yeah, Varun, I think that could work out for you. I might do the Kilman Jimenez move, but I'll have to think about it because that affects my playing 11 as well. Edward or Ramsey? Ramsey. Guys, Edward is getting benched this week. Don't know if he'll start the next one. I don't think you should be starting him. Same goes for Ulis as well. So that's and him. I think that's the strategy. Wildcard draft. Even FPL General is on wildcard. Why bench Watkins? Is he injured? He could be dropped. He was furious. I think Gerrard was very furious. He was not even in the BIP training session. So you want to be seen. Tielemans? No, I don't think Tielemans is a great option. Avoid Leicester for now. They don't have a double game anytime soon. Starting lineup: Kilman or Jimenez? That's a tough one. That's the exact problem I have. I think I would stick to. I think I will stick to Kilman. Okay, we'll take a call. I need to. I think I will go with Jimenez. I don't know if I want to double up on the Southampton guy. Start Edward, Jota. I've answered it 100 times for everyone. Edward is benched this week. Could get benched next week as well at the next game. If you want to start him, you can. But I highly recommend to bench him. Will Lacazette play the second fixture or Martinelli? Lacazette should be playing the second one as well. So I'm slightly in terms of Kilman now that Kilman is there, and might as well take Jimenez. Yeah, might as well do this. I think it makes more sense to do this and stick to it. And predictive Wolves 1 and Wolves again 1-2. Everyone is predicting. Southampton not a lot of goals. Fair enough. Now I have a benching him, but I have more double game week players that way. And if someone doesn't play, Bruno comes in. This should be fine. I don't think this should be very bad. So this is my 11 as of now, but let's see. I don't know why I'm talking like this. There are 5 minutes left. Let's see how it goes. Start one of Livramento, Lamb, take Kufal or sell Kufal to size. 9.9 million price range. I have the same alternative Son, Moura or Luis Diaz as a punt. I think those are 2 options. So Coutinho has 3. Start Kilman or Cancelo. I would go with Kilman. I would bench Cancelo, but that's up to you. That's a very tough decision. I would bench Cancelo if I was there. I fancy Tottenham scoring. Conte is not dropping Region. He is actually injured and now out due to COVID as well, I think. For Jota, should I get Ramsey or Saka? Saka. Long term, if you're playing long term, Ramsey, play cash at Oli's. Cash. Watkins or Oli's, take his punt on Watkins. Foden, Broha or Ramsey, who to start? Broha, I think Broha is the guy. Will Salah play both games in full 90? He will not play both games full 90. It's impossible for him to play both. Coutinho or Cancelo? I would go Coutinho. I would take a punt on Coutinho. Triple captain Kane? I wouldn't do it. 4 minutes left. And still looking for any changes, anything, news. No, I don't think any. I have a strong feeling, and I genuinely think you should play Broja. I really think Broja will score this week. I think Everton are not that great, but it's up to you. I leave my phone. I have already made my lineup, made my changes, and then we go. Trinka or Podence. No August. I'm not buying it, but he's fit to start. Foden starting, yes, we expect him to start. Corner, Zaha, Rafinha ranked for this week. I think Rafinha, Zaha and Corner in that order. Triple captain Salah, if you have, you can. Are you triple captaining this week? No, I'm not. I'm playing wildcard. And I would bench order for Cancelo, Ramsey, Ben Davies. Cancelo, Ramsey, Ben Davies, that's the order. Emerson or Eduardo? Emerson. Best Wolves defender regardless of price. I think size. Coutinho or Broha, I think Coutinho has a high chance of scoring. So him, Robertson or Van Dijk. If you can afford Robertson and not afraid of any benching, I think Robertson is better. He has the higher ceiling. What's up with Edward? Just poor form, I think that's why he's getting dropped. Start Ramsey or Antonio. I would start Ramsey actually. I would not start Antonio. Even though Antonio has a good record against Newcastle, I wouldn't take the risk with the form he's shown. He's too, and against a player who's already shown and displayed form, I wouldn't take a chance. Lamptey got weeks rest. Will he start? No guarantee. He's Potter rotates a lot. I don't know. I think he still will get dropped. Please respond. Says Kiran Sai. Region versus Rudiger. Who to bench? Region. Cash or Cancelo. Start Cancelo. Semedo or Kilman. Semedo is better. Tierney or White. Tierney is better. Sar or Podence. Podence is better. And just a second. Triple captain Trent or Salah. Take the risk if you want to chase rank. Yes. 1 minute, guys. Set your teams now. Yes. Play your chips and don't wait till the end. Play Digne or Edward. Digne, Watkins or Foden. Foden. Is it even worth getting Ben Foster for bench boost? Yes, it is. I think it is. He'll get you save points, and Watford will tighten up. I don't think they're a very leaky team. Sub Simicast for Laporte or Cancel. Neither of them, I think. Vorgost or Dennis. Brother King or Broja starting 11. I think King, he has a double game. You have to go with that. Robertson or Van Dijk. If you have the funds, Robertson. And if you're not afraid of rotation, I think Robertson. He has the highest ceiling. He has definitely the highest ceiling. Saka or Laka, that's a really 50-50 call. Whoever fits in your plans better, basically. I think we have Marks wildcard as well, and he's gone with Jimenez and Broja as well, and he's not starting someone of the likes of Coutinho. Start Edward or Laporte. I would start Laporte. Maybe over Digne, maybe. I don't know. I think I start Digne over Laporte. Last 1 minute, guys. Son for the long run. I think Son, White, Van Dijk, Kilman, Ramsdale, Bowen, Salah, Son, Coutinho, Lacazette, Jimenez. I know would start Broja, but I wouldn't start him over Bowen or Coutinho. And the rest of my team has a double game week, so I can't risk it. So that is my team. And on that note, that is deadline, I think. I've captained Salah, right? I've saved it. Yeah, I've saved it. Broha, Ramsey, Digne, Gordon, start on. I think Broja. Mad stream, yes. A lot of guys on wildcard. Mad wildcard. Took a punt on Jimenez. Let's see. He's always scored for me. Historically, whenever I had Jimenez, he scored. I hope he scores this one as well. David or Sanchez? David. How do you wildcard in 31 setup for bench boost 36? You will know by 31 which teams are having a double in 36. Clearly, absolutely. You know the fixtures in 31. What is the fixtures in 36? So accordingly, you make a team and you know what transfers you want to make in 36 and set up your team. Crazy game week, yes, crazy game week. And If you guys new on the stream, please subscribe and hit the like button if you haven't already. Watch your status on the cups. I have not even checked, to be honest. I haven't. And we have 100 people watching. Let's take the likes to at least 100, if not 150. Do hit the like button. And my status on cups, I won't be able to open the site now, but I'll discuss this next time for sure. I think I'm in one cup, in one Indian cup, but I'm not out of the overall cup. Crazy took a minus, said no wildcard, all the best. Yes, great. I took a punt on wildcard. I have a strange feeling that it will come handy if Chelsea versus Arsenal is played there. It could work out. Will game week 26, 27, 28, 29 decide the season? Yes, I think it will. I think it will shuffle the ranks a lot. Robbo benched. I wouldn't be surprised if Robertson is benched. I wouldn't be surprised if any of the players are benched this week. Everyone has. Some people have benched Coutinho, which is surprising. I wouldn't have done that. I have wildcard plus 2 free hits. Start. You free hit 27 and definitely go for wildcard 28. Why don't you do tips for UCL fantasy? That is because I don't play UCL fantasy, and I'm already very stacked with FPL tips, so I stick to that. I try to give all of my time here. If Spurs do well, I'm golden. Hopefully it works out. I think Spurs. My prediction for Spurs versus City is basically City don't score in the first 45 minutes. They start slightly choking, and I think on counter attack, City will get opened up. Thank you, Akshar. Wildcard 28, bench boost 29 good. Yes, it's a good strategy, but I think the bench boost 29 fixtures slightly tougher can still work out. Did Davide to Ramsdale instead of Backman to Ramsdale by mistake? I think it's still fine. What if only one free hit remaining? I have only one free hit remaining, and this is the strategy I'm going with. You can free hit in either 27 or 36, I think. Either of them is good. Wait till Bowen and Cancelo burn all the wildcards. I think Cancelo can. Bowen, I'm slightly skeptical this week, but I hope he does score. Broja, Ramsey, Dini, Gordon start on. I know it's deadline done, and you can start maybe Broja, I think. And sort of top 4 predictions, I think City, Liverpool. I'll have to see how close it is. I think the fixtures, Tottenham had a lot of fixtures, but they bottled it. I think Chelsea finished top 4. And with the fixtures, and I think Arsenal can finish top 4. I don't see Tottenham or United finishing top 4. Arsenal could have. You've been doing a really good job. Go to the site. Any podcasts coming with Indian folks, even Bakar? Not with any Indian folks. I had not had the time recently. So we could do this in the coming game week, especially with the fixture crunch coming around. Do you think FPL should have a chip for unlimited budget? I think we used to earlier. Just stop it. I have a wildcard this game week. I have both free hit. What should be my strategy now? Free hit in 27 and then think about wildcard in 28. Free hit 30 is unnecessary if you're wildcarding in 28. I think you will not require that. So you can free hit in 27, wildcard 28, bench boost 29, and then free hit 36, not 33, 36. Or if you're not free hitting 27, directly in 36, because 36 will be a last double game week where you want to have the liberty of doing something or playing a chip. Will Lukaku be a good thing is a thing for the next time. I hope you guys like the stream. And is this your main job? No, this is not my main job. This is not closely my main job. Not at all. I work somewhere else. Thank you for the stream again. Crazy week. We wildcarded on stream and it was fun as usual. Hopefully there's an announcement by... there could be news. Wait, is there any news in terms of benching? Andy Robertson has played 270 minutes from 10 to 16th Feb. I think he could play. And I said this multiple times. I think Robertson will get benched once. I think even Trent gets benched once. I don't know which game week, but I think they get benched. Okay. On that note, I don't have any team news. Job reveal. I'm a software engineer. I'm a senior software developer. That's it. Not senior, software developer. I'm slightly in middle of it. Why the Liverpool shirt? Amazing quality. Looks good. And I need a red jersey to play often. Thank you guys. If you like the stream, do hit the like button. Hopefully you get over 120 likes. Video midweek stream like last night. Can do if I'm free. Can do. I do have time. Can do this week as well. How about free 28 and then 30? Wildcard 34 bench for City. I think wildcard is too left late. Now with so many fixtures in 28, 29, 27, 30, I think wildcard now will give you the edge. Liverpool Jersey Q, Mr. Not Fully Doctor, Kautuk Manya. No, I think it is great quality and I need it for like my local games as well. That is why. 5 game weeks of madness is going to be really fun. Favorite European club is still Chelsea. Yeah, I wish it was my main job as well. Eventually, hopefully. Do you think Ronaldo will stay at United if they don't finish top four? There's high effort being put by United to stick him for one more season. So now basically the terms is if they finish top four, definitely he'll stay at United for one more season. If they don't, they'll try to pursue him and let's see how it goes. I don't think any other club will want him back, and I don't think Ronaldo will take that loss of not being in a top four with him being in such a good team and then go away. I think he'll stay for another season, try to prove himself and then retire, or go to Sporting and then retire accordingly, or maybe go back to Juventus. Robbo could be benched in one of the games. I've brought this Liverpool jersey and all of my jerseys from a local store in Pune, so yeah, I don't think everyone can access it. I mean, apart from Chelsea, which club do you support? Nothing specific. I really don't have a thing apart from that. I do like all the Premier League clubs. So in European competitions, I do like Liverpool. I like any Premier League club. I love to support them, and I hope they win. Apart from City, everyone. I would choose Rashford as a differential during these weeks over Sancho. I took Rashford because I saw him running more. Sancho looked good, but I think Rashford had the exact amount of pace, and he makes those cutting inside runs where a long ball and a counter could work out, which did in his favour in the first game, but the second game again he was not. Will triple captainers get more points than those who wildcarded? I don't think so. Maybe if Salah goes berserk, then yes, otherwise. Why the City hit? I just don't really. I don't know. The fans. It's probably because of the fans they have slight around me. It's not a club, and also it's against. It's like they know more the underdogs. So they should be, by the standards of the spendings, the club, the coach, the players they have, they should ideally be winning everything. So it's always like you don't want the same. You don't want this to become a farmers league, and that's the thought behind it. I genuinely think that if Pep stays for a while and if this is the team, Premier League will become a farmers league, and they don't let anyone sniff the first position at all in the entire season. Blanking in 27, play free hit or not? I think play free hit if you don't have enough City players, Leicester, Burnley, target the fixtures. You don't have United players. I think free hit in 27 can cover this. Best manager of all time. That's tough. I would still think Pep is one of the best managers of all time. The manager I like the most is Jose Mourinho, but I think Pep is still one of the best. This game is not good for my health, but it's still fun. This is after a long period of time in this game, the amount of fun has actually been reached to this level. It was slightly getting monotonous with everyone having a template team and the same decisions, captaining Salah for like 12-13 game weeks. So I think this was required and it's really given the game anything. Robertson bench confirm. Let me check. If you have confirmed information, please send it here. And yeah. I'm also trying to find. I don't have any. No, I don't have any news on Robertson, unfortunately yet. If Arsenal gets a double in 28, how happy will you be? My plan has perfectly worked out. I'll have 14 double game week players. Apart from Bowen, I think everyone double game weeks that week, and I will perfectly bench boost. Perfectly fits. I can even sell Bowen, get another double game week player. Sits my plan completely. Let's see. We will post the Robertson news and we'll wrap up the stream as well. Was starting Bruno worth it given its Leeds? Yes, it is. I think United score up and down against Leeds. Hopefully, they score again this week. Thanks for the stream. Yes, we'll wrap up. Thank you guys for joining again. It was a great stream. It was great talking to you guys as well. Hope you guys like it. And yes, do leave a like if you haven't liked already. And do you think City Pep will return to Barcelona when the youngsters like Ansu Fati, Pedro develop more? I don't think. I think Pep will aim for international thing, maybe don't know for sure. I don't think Pep. I haven't seen Pep to go to a club and develop smaller players. I've always seen him with a very great squad and then developing that great squad into something very large, but not with a small squad. Thanks, Durgesh. Anyways, this is FPL Tips signing off. Cheers.